The Ford Motor Company, an iconic American multinational automaker, was founded by Henry Ford on June 16, 1903, in Dearborn, Michigan. The company revolutionized the automotive industry and played a crucial role in shaping both the American economy and culture. Over its more than a century-long history, Ford has been at the forefront of innovation, introducing technologies and manufacturing processes that are still in use today. Early years and the introduction of the Model T. Ford's story began with Henry Ford's vision of creating an automobile that would be affordable for the average American. Before Ford, cars were expensive and out of reach for most people. Henry Ford's vision was to build a car that would be accessible to a larger portion of the population, and he achieved this with the launch of the Model T in 1908. This car was affordable, durable, and easy to repair, and it quickly gained popularity. The Model T, also known as the Tin Lizzie, was initially priced at $850, but Ford's efficiency improvements and mass production techniques brought the price down to under $300 by the 1920s, making the car accessible to the working class. The success of the Model T, which sold over 15 million units between 1908 and 1927, cemented Ford's position as a dominant force in the automobile industry. The assembly line, a revolutionary manufacturing process. Ford's most groundbreaking contribution to the automotive industry was the introduction of the assembly line. Inspired by the principles of mass production used in other industries, Ford's assembly line drastically reduced the time and cost of manufacturing vehicles. In 1913, Ford installed the world's first moving assembly line in his Highland Park factory in Michigan. This innovation was a game changer, as it allowed Ford to produce cars more efficiently, making them even more affordable. The assembly line cut the production time of a Model T from 12 hours to just 90 minutes. This efficiency enabled Ford to pass savings on to consumers while increasing profits and productivity. By 1918, half of all cars in America were Model Ts, and Ford became the world's largest automaker. Labor and wages, Ford's bold policies. Alongside his manufacturing innovations, Henry Ford introduced the revolutionary idea of paying workers higher wages than what was typical in the industry at the time. In 1914, Ford implemented the $5 a day wage, which was nearly double the standard wage for factory workers. This move was not only an attempt to reduce turnover and attract the best workers but also a strategic decision to enable workers to purchase the very cars they were producing. Ford's move sparked a broader movement in the labor market and helped to build the middle class in America. By paying his workers well, Ford not only improved their standard of living but also stimulated demand for his vehicles, creating a positive feedback loop. Expansion and global presence. In the decades following the success of the Model T, Ford continued to expand its operations, not just in the US, but globally. In the 1920s, Ford opened assembly plants in countries like Canada, England, and Argentina, and the company's international footprint grew throughout the 20th century. The Ford Motor Company expanded beyond just passenger cars, also producing trucks, buses, and even military vehicles during times of war. During World War I and World War II, Ford played a crucial role in producing military vehicles, aircraft, and other supplies for the Allied forces. Ford's facilities were converted to war production, and the company became a major supplier of tanks, jeeps, and airplanes during World War II. The company's ability to switch its operations to meet the needs of wartime was a testament to its adaptability and manufacturing prowess. Post-war growth and innovation. After the war, Ford returned to civilian production and began to introduce new models that would help the company remain competitive in the changing automotive landscape. In the 1950s and 1960s, Ford introduced several successful models, including the Ford Thunderbird, 1955, the Ford Mustang, 1964, and the Ford F-150, 1948, which would go on to become one of the best-selling vehicles in the world. The introduction of the Mustang in 1964 was a particularly significant moment in Ford's history. The Mustang became an instant classic, embodying the spirit of American muscle cars and appealing to a youthful, performance-driven demographic. It marked the beginning of a new era for Ford, one that blended innovation, performance, and style. Challenges and rebuilding, the 1970s to 1990s. Despite its success, Ford faced significant challenges in the 1970s and 1980s. Rising fuel prices, an oil embargo, and increasing competition from foreign automakers, particularly from Japan, forced Ford to reassess its strategies. The company had to adapt to a changing market, where consumers were increasingly concerned with fuel efficiency and the environment. During this period, Ford made several strategic moves, including launching the Ford Fiesta in 1978 and expanding its compact and subcompact vehicle offerings. In the 1980s, the company also acquired Jaguar, Aston Martin, and Land Rover to diversify its portfolio. Ford also struggled in the 1990s with quality control issues and a growing consumer shift towards smaller, more efficient cars. The company invested heavily in new technology, focusing on improving fuel efficiency and safety while introducing a new generation of vehicles. The 21st century, reshaping the future. In the early 2000s, Ford continued to innovate and reshape its brand, but it also faced significant financial challenges. The 2008 financial crisis affected many automakers, and Ford found itself in a tough position. However, unlike many of its competitors, Ford avoided a government bailout by making smart financial decisions and restructuring its operations. In the years that followed, Ford shifted its focus towards sustainability and technology, embracing electric vehicles, EVs, and autonomous driving technologies. The company introduced electric versions of popular models, such as the Mustang Mach-E, and began working on autonomous vehicle technologies, positioning itself for the future of transportation. In 2020, Ford made headlines with its announcement to build a new plant in Michigan dedicated to the production of electric vehicles and batteries. This move signaled Ford's commitment to competing in the rapidly changing automotive market and meeting the growing demand for sustainable and eco-friendly cars. The Ford brand today. Today, Ford remains one of the largest automakers in the world, with a diversified lineup that includes passenger vehicles, trucks, and electric cars. The Ford F-Series continues to be America's best-selling vehicle, and Ford's Mustang remains a symbol of American automotive performance. Ford has embraced digital innovation with initiatives such as Ford Pass, a connected vehicle platform that enables drivers to access services like remote start, vehicle health monitoring, and more. Additionally, the company has doubled down on its commitment to sustainability with initiatives such as Ford Smart Mobility, which aims to build transportation solutions that are smart, efficient, and sustainable. Ford's legacy as a pioneering company that revolutionized the automobile industry is undeniable. The company's innovative spirit, bold leadership, and commitment to excellence have left an indelible mark on the world. As it looks to the future, Ford continues to adapt to the ever-changing landscape of transportation, focusing on electric vehicles, autonomous driving, and mobility solutions to remain at the forefront of the global automotive industry. Conclusion. The Ford Motor Company's impact on the automotive world is immeasurable. From introducing mass production to creating vehicles that defined generations, Ford has consistently pushed the boundaries of innovation. Whether through the groundbreaking Model T, the introduction of the assembly line, or its shift toward electric and autonomous vehicles, Ford remains a key player in shaping the future of the automotive industry. As it faces new challenges and opportunities in the 21st century, the legacy of Henry Ford and his company continues to shape the way people drive and live.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel.